AI Shine Bright families, welcome to another weekly newsletter for you all. Last week I had mentioned that I was going to talk about boundaries and values, but I've been talking with several parents in the community this week, and they are struggling, and their kids are struggling with some of the changes going on. It is that time of year again when we have lots of change. Kids are going back to school. There are changes in the weather. Days are starting to get shorter, and there is just no longer the summer free for all. Things are starting to get a little bit more structured once again, and kids are back in school or getting back into school, or kids are back in sports. I'm right now at the sports field while my son is having practice, so you may hear some screaming in the background. That's what that is. But it is a great time to remember that we are resilient, and I want to be able to give you as parents some extra tools so that you can help your kids through these tough times if they are not feeling so resilient. So the change of schedules, the change of attitudes, the change of seasons is something that happens every single year. And so if we can remind ourselves and we can remind our kids that it is the flow of the cycles. It is the nature of our lives, is that there is constantly change. And with that, because there is constant change, it's a great reminder that we are always able to adapt to change, and that we have been able to do that in the past. So a fantastic thing that I suggest for your kids is to, and I don't care if they are 3 years old, 4 years old, or 44 years old, is to be able to explain once again to them, if they've never heard this before, but to remind you as well, about neuroplasticity. So a lot of times when we are faced with change, or faced with a problem or an obstacle or a mistake that we've made or a failure, we forget that we can change and that our brains are capable of change. So moving out of your heart and moving out of the emotions of not being comfortable in the change that we are in, when we are reminded that our brains do have neuroplasticity, that they are adaptable. And so even explaining that to a 3-year-old, a 4-year-old, is you can use the examples of anything that is plastic and bendable. Our brains can bend and change our beliefs. So you may not want to necessarily talk about how our brains can change, because they might get a little nervous that their brain is going to break. But if you would like some help in having those or structuring those kinds of conversations with your kids, just reach out to me. Reply to the email, drop me a note in the community. I'm happy to help you structure a conversation around that. But the reminder that there is neuroplasticity is the fact that we can adapt to change, and that we always do, every single day. No 2 minutes are the same, let alone no 2 days are the same, and no 2 experiences of each moment are the same. So a lot of times with change, the underlying message or the underlying discomfort is the fear of lack of security. So because there is change, that means that there is something that is going to be different, and the different is unknown. And so there is that fear of lack of security. So one of the greatest things that we can do for our kids and for ourselves when we are feeling that discomfort of change, or a problem that we can't overcome or that we are facing, is to really come back to the fact that we need to feel safe. And so what that means from a parent's perspective is to give them some extra compassion. That could be an additional hug, that could be an additional loving look, that could be an additional tuck in at night. For yourself, you can remind yourself that, oh, you know what, there it goes. Okay, well, that happened. All right, that was a roadblock. All right, let's figure out how I can do that again in a different way next time. But giving yourself that compassion and that space. And that within that space, that sacred container of space, that's where you'll have the security. That's where you start to feel safety again. So that sense of safety then allows for the space to be able to get curious about what can be done different. What can I do about that situation? What can I do to make myself feel better? What can I do to help you feel better in that moment? And that gives that sense of security to try something new or to try something again. So with that compassion and figuring out, okay, well, let's figure out how to do this differently, or let's figure out what to do in that situation, or let's figure out what could possibly happen. And you can talk about the good and the bad. There is nothing wrong with trying to anticipate, have plan A, B, and C. If this happens, play different things out. You can talk about worst case scenario, not that you're going to be focusing on it, but if, the absolute worst thing happens, I'll know how to deal with it. Will that worst thing happen? 99% of the time, no. But if that 1% of the time it does happen, they are prepared, or you are prepared. And that's where grit comes in. The grit, the tenacity, the ability to have self-confidence built up, and that tenacity to be able to say, okay, I can do this. I can pull myself up by my bootstraps. I can do this. I've done hard things before. I've done change. And again, going back to helping our kids through tough situations, one of the greatest gifts that you can give your child is to remind them of all of the hard things that they have already accomplished in their lives. So this can be anything from, and I coach parents to do this all the time, remind them they learned how to walk, they learned how to talk, they learned how to feed themselves, they learned how to get dressed, they learned how to brush their teeth. In some cases, they've already learned their letters, they've learned how to read and write. So none of those things did they do perfectly the first time. They made mistakes. They had to make adjustments. They've been able to overcome those mistakes and obstacles and have the tenacity and the grit, therefore the resilience, to be able to move forward and to accomplish those things. So just by reminding them of those little things, for our older kids, they may roll their eyes, but they are thinking in the back of their minds, okay, she's right. Okay, he's right. Yep, I can at least try. That's all I can do. I can just at least try. So that ability to move forward in the face of things that are tough, that is the definition of resilience. And that is the definition or the distinction that will help our kids thrive going forward. So tell them that they've been brave before. Tell them that they have your support no matter what the outcome is. If they don't have a successful outcome, we're going to come back, tell me about it, we'll figure something else out together. I'm here for you. Your success my love for you is not predicated on your success. My love for you is unconditional, and we will figure things out. So I'm just looking at my notes here, and just knowing that they have done something to move themselves forward with that tenacity, with that grit, that is success. And the fact that they have done that and had success in moving forward, that helps them to feel less vulnerable when faced with change, when faced with having to do something over, when faced with whatever situation is making them uncomfortable. The fact that they don't have to be vulnerable and feeling like they're out there alone, not knowing what to do next, and that they have your support and their love, that gives them that safety and security, which helps them to become stronger and more resilient. So maybe there are resources that you guys can look at together. Maybe there are motivational videos. Maybe there are motivational books. Maybe there are people that they aspire to be like, or that they look up to, or quotes, or leaders from someplace else that they want to emulate. But that intrinsic motivation, that internal motivation, that they want to do it for themselves, that they know that they can do it, that they're going to try just because, not because there's a carrot that's being dangled in front of them, But the fact that they can do this just to prove to themselves that they can do this, that is the gift of a lifetime. That intrinsic motivation, and that's the greatest gift that you can give them and that they can give themselves. So that belief in themselves is what is going to get them through all of the hard times that are going to come in life, and they will thank you for it. So that is my video newsletter on resilience. I will also put a bunch of this in writing below so that you can have that as something to be able to go back to more readily and pull from. But let me know what you think about this. Let me know any tough times that you guys are having and how you are handling those tough times, or if you need any help getting through them. Obviously, in the community, there is a whole hundreds and hundreds of parents that are there also willing to help, so that you can feel resilient as well and that you are not alone. So coming up, we've got, I'm doing a little sneak preview. We've got later on in the month of September a 40-day challenge that I have been working on, and it's been transformational to my life, and I feel completely certain that it will also be transformational in your life. It's going to be a free challenge, so stay tuned on that. We will be doing it within the community, so if you haven't already come into the iShine Bright community, there will be a link here in the newsletter. Come in and do that. It's free, no strings. That's where I'm going to be hosting all of the videos that go along with each of the 40 days. We're going to start off with a retreat. We're going to end with a retreat to really give us some love and space. And then there are going to be all kinds of resources. I'm going to be doing weekly workshops on various topics, and I'm just really excited about it. So stay tuned, stay committed, stay connected. Good luck with everything. You got this. I do love you guys. Talk to you soon.